If you need more protein without another boring shake or bar, I've got you covered. Here are 9 protein-packed snacks that are easy, satisfying, and actually worth eating. I'm gonna start with, my favorite food, dip. And this is an everything bagel protein dip. Don't worry, not everything is going to start with cottage cheese, but this recipe does because it just makes sense. The base of this dip is Greek yogurt, which also has a lot of protein, and then half the amount of cottage cheese. I like getting the really small curd cottage cheese, just so you don't get all those big scary chunks in there. A lot of dips start with sour cream as the base, but a great protein swap is just to do Greek yogurt instead. If you have enough flavorings, the difference in flavor won't make a difference. The recipe just calls to stir the ingredients together. I like to trick people, especially my kids. If they see the curds, they're gonna know it's cottage cheese. When it's whipped, it really takes on the flavor of cream cheese more than cottage cheese, or it at least tricks your brain to thinking it's more of a cream cheese. It's just a little bit of ranch. It's not too much because you want the flavor of the everything bagel to stand out. If your everything bagel seasoning doesn't have enough salt, you might want to add a little pinch of salt in there too. But it doesn't get much easier than that. I love this dip with just some crisp veggies. You could also do it with some bagel chips to really sell the bagel theme. A little more sprinkle for the top. I would not know. I was even trying to pick out the cottage cheese. And the Greek yogurt is not too tangy thanks to the salt from the ranch seasoning and the everything bagel. I love the little bits of salty crunch in there. It's a perfect dip. I haven't met a dip I don't like though. String cheese is an easy way to get that extra protein, and I'm gonna double down. These are crispy air-fried salami and cheese sticks. Starting with the string cheese, I found some that even have more protein, so 8 grams per string cheese, and I'm gonna say 2 as a serving. So you're starting with 16. Then we're gonna add more protein from wonton wrappers and pepperoni or salami. So this snack for 6 pieces will give you over 20 grams of protein, closer to like 25 grams of protein. Okay, so you get these little wonton wrappers. You can do bigger ones and do like the egg roll wrappers, but this fits perfectly with 1/3 of a cheese stick. And you're going to run some water along the edges of your wrapper. Okay, take your cheese, wrap your salami or pepperoni around, fold the corner up, then tuck in the sides and roll it up. Super fast, super easy. And I was really surprised at how crunchy and crispy these get in the air fryer. I like to preheat my air fryer for a couple minutes. That way they start in a hot environment to get crispy faster. They're just gonna go into the air fryer. I'm gonna coat them with a little olive oil spray. Then we're gonna air fry at 350 degrees for about 7 minutes. You'll flip them halfway through. And they look like fried treats. And who doesn't love a fried snack? Of course, they're delicious like this. You could dip them in some marinara. I'm gonna do a little garlic butter, pinch of salt, a little bit of parsley, and then I'm just gonna brush this butter over each little bite. A little bit goes a long way, so you're not adding a bunch of fat to this. It's a lot of flavor in a little butter. Oh, smells like what you get at like a pizza place. Crunchy. Tastes like garlic bread and pizza put together. Crunchy on the outside, it's buttery. There's a lot of flavor in that little bite. 6 of these is a really hearty snack. It's gonna keep you full for a long time. This is a great way to eat a string cheese. Did you know you can make high protein Rice Krispie treats? Well, you can, and all it takes is adding protein powder to the existing recipe. Or so they say. We're doing this one together. But I thought this was a really smart use of protein powder. A lot of times people will throw protein powder in anything and it just tastes chalky. You can taste it in there. It's not the same as the original. This situation feels like it'll work. So we're just gonna start out by making our Rice Krispie treats the old-fashioned way. All protein powders are different, so this could vary based on what kind of protein powder you use. But each scoop has 21 grams, and I'm gonna get as many scoops as I can in here. Probably about 3. Some protein's better than no protein. These are the kind of snacks my kids like, but I always feel like, they're just what they call empty calories. They're not getting any nutrition. They're not doing them any good. They don't stay full. They're full of sugar. If it's gonna have sugar in it, I'm gonna feel better if it also has protein. Once this starts to melt, I'll start incorporating the protein powder. I like to use salted butter in my Rice Krispie treats just to balance out the sweet. If you're using unsalted butter, just add in a pinch of salt. This has over 60 grams of protein in this batch. You know what happens. You gotta act fast. Take it off the heat, stir in the Rice Krispies, and press them in the pan.
Okay, Barry.
Okay, might should use slightly less protein powder. Let's say 2.5 scoops instead of 3. Take some wax paper or parchment, kind of help press it in. You don't need to like pack it too tightly, just enough to form the shape of the pan. All right, then you just have to let it cool for about an hour, and then we cut it into squares. All right, now for the moment of truth. Will these taste like delicious Rice Krispie treats or just blocks of protein powder? Well, they look and act like a Rice Krispie treat. I don't think you would know. And you might know a little bit, but I wouldn't mind it. I feel like the more opportunities you get to add protein, the better. So this is an example of one that I would actually eat and feel good about. Chicken might be the greatest source of protein and the easiest one to get in. So this snack is barbecue chicken salad stuffed peppers. Keep the snack low carb so you can have your carbs later. So I'm doing kind of like barbecue, cowboy, southwestern vibes here. I've got some diced red onion. I'm adding in some fresh jalapeno, chopping it all really finely. I love keeping like a tub of chicken salad or tuna salad on hand. Inevitably, myself or anyone in my family will open it with some crackers and dig in. I'm also adding a little cilantro. You could just do parsley here. Chicken is just a good canvas for lots of different flavors. Chicken's obviously the main source of protein, but I'm also adding in the Greek yogurt. Then I have to have a little mayonnaise just to kind of cut some of that tanginess that you get in the Greek yogurt. A little bit of Dijon. The barbecue from barbecue sauce, whatever your favorite is. And then some dill pickle relish. Dill pickles and barbecue. Yes, yes. Going in with some barbecue rub just to accentuate that barbecue theme I've got going on. And this will add our salt and pepper. And then I'm gonna stuff it into these little snack-sized peppers for the perfect bite. Cute. Chicken salad doesn't always have to be a sandwich. See? Have you served up snack-sized chicken salad like that before? Looks like the perfect bite if you ask me. Crunchy and sweet to go with the rich and creamy. If you've got something like this ready to go in the fridge, it's gonna be a whole lot easier to make those good protein decisions instead of reaching for something that's just full of empty calories. It's a good idea. Next up is a protein-packed version of one of my favorite desserts. Any guesses as to what that might be? Banana pudding. Banana pudding protein yogurt cups. Having single-sized servings of yogurt makes this a quick and easy, convenient grab-and-go snack, breakfast, dessert. This is my kind of treat. So I'm starting with a yogurt cup. I grabbed one with 20 grams of protein. And I'm not gonna stop there because I'm going in with a whole scoop of vanilla protein powder. That's another 21 grams here. First, I like to get the yogurt kind of stirred up a little bit, then get the protein powder in there. You've seen me do something like this before. I did like a cheesecake version, but putting your protein powder in your protein yogurt is just a genius move. The whole treat is not an overwhelming size. The portion size stays in this single serving. Oh, that's a lot of protein in there, but it works. And it makes it thick, so this is more like a dessert. And it hides really well in there. It's not overly chalky. Then I'm going in with a couple teaspoons of banana-flavored instant pudding to give us some of that banana flavor.
Nicole, could you freeze this and make frozen yogurt out of it?
Now that's a good idea. This could be a protein frozen yogurt, banana pudding flavor. I think the possibilities are endless. It's delicious just like that. But why stop there? Now I'm gonna go straight in with some vanilla wafers. All that is still fitting in that cup. Cover it up and let it chill for at least 4 to 6 hours. Okay, after it's been sitting, you unwrap it, add on some slices of banana, and we have our 41 grams of protein in 1 little cup yogurt. See, the vanilla wafers have softened just like they do in the real deal dessert. Adding, I think, that fresh banana on top is key. Tastes like banana pudding. The vanilla wafers make it, transforms the whole experience. I don't even have to feel guilty eating this whole thing. I think if you don't do anything else today, get yourself a 41 gram of protein dessert like this. Turning another one of my favorite foods of all time into a delicious protein snack, Sweet Pepper Nachos, where the pepper is the chip and the vessel to hold all the protein. So you just take the little mini peppers, they're the perfect size, cut them in half, scoop out the seeds, and then you've got like the perfect little cup to hold all your fillings. Okay, then just line them up on a baking sheet because you are gonna put these in the oven. Then you just start topping with as many protein-packed ingredients as you can. Going on with a little cheese. But the main source of protein is ground turkey, and of course I've seasoned it like I do any of my taco meat. Ground turkey packs a lot of protein. Also adding in some black beans, protein and fiber going on, and then more cheese. All right, then I'm just gonna pop them under the broiler. I want the chips to stay good and crunchy, so I'm not trying to let this cook for a long time. The meat is warm, the beans are cooked, so I just want to melt the cheese. So I've got the broiler on high, and it'll go in for just a minute or two. Just about a minute later, we've got our nachos, but they are not complete just yet. Instead of sour cream, doing more Greek yogurt. I'm going to flavor it with a little lime and salt, some fresh avocado, some red onion. See, oh, this is like a party. Finishing it off, a little hot sauce. And then some fresh cilantro. This, my friends, is a platter of nachos with a ton of protein on it. But will it solve the nacho craving without a chip? I'll let you know. Yeah, because it's all about the toppings. It's got everything you love about a nacho. It's hot and cold, it's creamy, it's crunchy. It's a perfect bite. I don't miss the chip, and I'm getting a load of protein. This next one doubles as a snack or a breakfast. These are high protein chocolate chip muffins, and it does incorporate a little cottage cheese, but it's gonna be hidden. There's some milks that have more protein than others. So if you're looking to incorporate protein without having to do any extra effort, you can get things like this, where a cup has 13 grams of protein, which is a little more than regular milk. Everything just goes straight into the blender, pour it in your muffin tin, bake. The whole thing can happen from start to finish in less than 30 minutes. I'm going to get this going before I add in the dry ingredients. In goes self-rising flour. Also going in with some oat flour. This cup has 16 more grams of protein going straight in, and a little pinch of salt. Okay, looks like batter. Final step, stir in some chocolate chips. And you wanna stir these in, don't blend these in. You can pour them into regular size muffin tins or the mini muffin tin, whatever you're feeling, for the perfect snack. Into the oven they go. The big test with these will be to see if my kids could tell if there's cottage cheese in there. We'll see. Big or small, the chocolate chip cottage cheese blender muffins. How did we do? They look pretty moist on the inside. I cannot taste the cottage cheese. Hot, steamy, you can see that it's tender and moist in there, kind of spongy. I'd probably add a little more sugar just to make these a little sweeter for a sweet snack. But I'm glad you can't tell that there's cottage cheese in here. You could even add a scoop of that protein powder, I bet. I'm someone who loves a little something sweet with my coffee in the morning, so this is kind of that breakfast that you won't feel so guilty about, because I know sugary breakfasts aren't great, but when it's got extra protein in it, it's just fine. This is a healthier muffin recipe that I promise is worth trying. Another dip to keep on hand for protein snacking. I'm doing a pepperoncini tuna dip. You can call it tuna salad, but I'm using it as a dip. I'm gonna make it a little more spreadable and scoopable with those crackers. 1 can of tuna, this can in particular has 32 grams of protein, and I'm going in with 3. We like tuna in my house. We're not afraid of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and break up the tuna with my fork. Star of the show, pepperoncini, not peppercini, okay? Y'all say stuff when I say pepperoncini. It's the way it's spelled. Parsley, some red onion. Everything is really finely chopped, so minced. And I'm also going in with a little of the brine, some dill, a little lemon juice. Give all that a mix. Now I'm gonna make it creamy with our best protein shortcut, Greek yogurt. You could puree some cottage cheese and put that in here, but I promised you that we wouldn't do all cottage cheese everything. There's 96 grams of protein in the tuna, plus I just added 17 more. That is 111, but I gotta have a little mayo in there. Salt and pepper. Now we're looking like a dip. A tiny splash of balsamic vinegar. It's gonna add a little sweetness, and feta cheese. It's like a big old Greek salad. This small little bowl of tuna dip has over 70 grams of protein because the rest is over here. See, and it just scoops up like a dip, not just a salad. There's a lot of flavor going on right there. For me, this is the way I would get some protein in at happy hour because this will go great with a glass of wine. Edamame, but make them crispy. This is our final snack. You get a lot of bang for your buck with edamame. It has 10 grams of protein for only like a little over 100 calories. So this is kind of a no-brainer snack. We are going to make these crispy Parmesan flavored. I've bought the ones that come in a bag that are already like dried and crispy, and I'm not a fan. They kind of choke you, they are so dry. So we're gonna make our own version. First thing to do is to rinse the edamame under water just to thaw it out. Dry them off a little bit, then add them to your sheet pan. Need a little bit bigger of a pan because I don't want them to steam. I want them to get crispy. So you want them to be able to be in a single layer. And all you do is drizzle with olive oil, sprinkle on some Parmesan cheese. This is gonna help it get crispy, and a little salt and pepper. Make sure they're all evenly and well coated. Then these just go into the oven 400 degrees until they are crispy and roasted. I cranked the oven up to 425 just to get them extra crispy. That seemed to work better. And I gave it an extra 5 to 10 minutes because I like this sound. Not that sound. See, and as they sit, they're gonna get crispier as they cool. Crispy Parmesan Edamame, that's a fun snack. Not super crunchy, but they do have that crispness on the outside. That salty Parmesan bite is just, I mean, it's perfect. It's another one that makes me want a cold cocktail. What is it with this kind of food? If you're looking to hit those protein goals, snacking is the way to do it. I, for sure, have definitely hit my grams today. Can you tell?